Well, here we are. The sale of our spec house is going to be ending in just a couple days. So this seems like about the right moment to go down a long list of thank yous that are so well deserved and overdue, but at the end of this series has got to be the right time. I want to start with Garrettson's Building Supply, and especially Pam and Jason Smith and the delivery crews for always exceeding my expectations. Bruce Caldwell for good advice and for renting me assignments forms, and then for buying our telehandler forklift at the end of the job when we were done with it, and even for accepting some deliveries at his shop. I got to thank Gary Fadness for excellent design and drafting services on our plans, and Dustin Furch, along with Tom and Rich and Bo, for the finest concrete finishing anywhere every time. I've got to thank Phil Rokas for stand-up plumbing, the drone footage, his tram cam, and for always lifting our spirits. And he was ably assisted by his dad Pat, his brother Mike, his nephew Dan.
My nephew here doing all my work while I point my finger and irritate him.
No.
I tell him how to do stuff he knows how to do constantly.
I don't.
He hates it.
I don't.
All Rokases from time to time as the need arose. Dave Luger was our secret weapon for getting this house done on time, and you didn't see him or hear from him much, but you're going to. He's a super meticulous guy, and he did most of the detailed punch list stuff as well as a lot of the interior trim. He has a really beautiful koi pond that he built, and we might show you that in the future. I got to thank my friend Brian Reynolds. He's my excavator, and he always provides great quality and fast service at a good price. And he's shown up a lot on our channel. If you check out the septic tank video and the grading that he did for us on the new storage site, and he's always ably assisted by Dexter and Dewey. I got to thank the world's best son-in-law, Ben Brewster, for our low voltage work.
Around 40 volts. So, and DC, and this is AC, so different types of electrical systems.
And Matt Royston for building our corbels. I can't go without thanking Daniel and Matt Downs and Lenny Buck for their hard work. Steve Hood for good help, a brilliant roof cutting solution, and 48 years of friendship. Thanks, Steve. I got to thank the Siegel brothers for making time for our foundation stem wall. And the three guys that worked on the exterior finish, Kenny, Jim, and Nate, nice work. Jim Allen and Darren Sutton for textbook perfect drywall. Mike and Brad Morris, Roseburg Roofing, for great advice and good work, on time and on budget. Cascade Electric for electrical design and installation. Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, who got here when they said they would, even though it was hard. Got to thank Ron Sharp and the guys at Four Seasons Painting. They did perfect work. Dave Hu Tile, and especially his son Phil. In addition to great work and easy filming, they introduced us to Florida Tile and Schluter Systems, who turned into nice sponsors and donated materials. I want to thank all of the folks at Wood Grains, and especially the installers Rico and Tim, as well as the granite crew. Mark Luttrell at the Fuller Brokers, who sent Melvin David over here for an outstanding carpet installation. Steve Triplett at Wood Floors West for a beautiful job on the oak flooring, even if he did get COVID right at the end of the job. We want to thank again the 9 major sponsors on the project: Umpqua Sand and Gravel, Harvey Engineering, Tamco Roofing, American Standard, Florida Tile, Schluter Systems, Matree, Thor Appliances, and MTech. Your contributions made it possible for us. I want to particularly thank my good friend Ken Jordan for good ideas and steady moral support, as well as Allie Wadsworth, Nate's wife. Allie, thank you for the design inspiration and decisions. We have to thank the owners of the adjacent lots here next to our house, David Brockett and Jim Lawson and Ron Atkinson, for letting us stage and store and work off of their properties in order to do our work. I've got to thank all the neighbors on this street for being so cool and so patient while this project dragged on. There was never a word of complaint from anybody. And all the visitors who stopped by. We had, anywhere between maybe 2 and 4 visitors pretty much every week. And they were always friendly and supportive, and it was a welcome bonus and encouragement. I want to thank the 500 or 600 people that came to our open house from all over the place. and Till and Edward for helping us with our blacksmith course, which we basically took on right in the middle of this series, What Were We Thinking? And finally, all of our patrons and supporters. This series could not have happened without your contributions and support. Let me repeat that. We could not have completed this undertaking without you. So thank you for that. And thank you for being patient while we assemble the promised final costs of the project. They're coming soon. So back at the spec house, taking care of a couple of last-minute details when it dawns on me, there are at least two people that I forgot to thank. And the first of those is David Livingston. David has photographed houses all over the world. It's what he's done for a living for a long time. We interviewed him on our second channel, EC2, about life as a professional house photographer. And he came up here to take pictures of this house. He brought his son Luca, and you can see those pictures on our website. I've got to thank Robert Teskey. Robert installed our appliances. He didn't have time, but he made time, and it's deeply appreciated, Robert. Now, I know there are other people I've forgotten to thank. You know who you are. And I hope you know that just because I forgot doesn't mean I don't appreciate your contribution. Thank you, one and all, for watching Essential Craftsman, and keep up the good work.